Hi everybody, I'm David Holler, Superintendent of Schools.
Chris Wojcicki, Assistant Superintendent.
We're going to do a little video here to welcome everybody back for the 22-23 school year. It's been a beautiful summer. Hope everybody's enjoyed it, and I hope you're excited to come back to school. Most of you know there's been a lot of construction going on across the district. Lincoln Street's been closed all summer. The field at Kingsborough Elementary School has been, the remediation of the contaminated soil has been ongoing. So those are the two major, highly visible construction projects that will still be going on into the fall, but we are going to be ready. We're assured by the construction companies that Lincoln Street will be open to traffic coming up from the city. Parents will be able to drop their children off. We plan to submit some videos and some diagrams and some maps to show people how the new traffic pattern will work. It should be much better. It certainly looks better on paper, and our indications are right now that it will be ready to go. It may not be completely finished, but it will be ready to go September 6th when students come. Some other projects, the McNabb roof is completed. We hope to have a new roof on Kingsborough completed by the time school starts. If not, that will go on after school hours and should be done sometime mid-late September. So we're happy to say that there won't be any buckets catching water in those buildings, as they will have new roofs. Most of the other interior work should not impact instruction. There will be some work transpiring in the middle school, 6th and 7th grade pods. We built temporary walls to insulate the work being done so as not to impact instruction. And we're confident we're in a good place. Turner Construction, CSRs have been great partners in previous projects, and that is bearing out in this project as well. In regards to safety, it is always our highest priority, and in light of recent events across the country, this summer the Gloversville Police Department's been training in all of our schools. Our safety officer, Mike Etherton, and our SRO, Chris Pachetti, are working hand in hand with our administration to ensure that we are as prepared as possible, and hopefully our efforts are never needed, but it's better to be prepared. Safety capital projects, I'm really happy to report that our administrative team has seen a significant overhaul. We have a new high school principal, Mrs. Christine Elias. Bernadette Collender was the principal at Kingsborough. She's now going to be our elementary curriculum director. Mr. Nick Snow, the former assistant principal at Boulevard, is now the principal at Kingsborough. And a former CSC chair, Kirsten Thompson, is now the assistant principal at Boulevard. Mr. Dennis Bai, previous associate principal in high school, will serve as HR director. And Mrs. Jennifer Bellin came back, being gone for a year, to her previous position as Assistant Director of Student Support Services. Interim Assistant Principal in the high school is Mr. Michael Beatty, a veteran administrator in the region. He worked in our middle school last year, so our 8th graders will recognize Mr. Beatty. High energy, great presence, positive person, and we're happy to have him as part of our administrative team through January, when we anticipate hiring a full-time assistant principal for that position. And now Dr. Wojcicki is going to speak to you about some of our academic priorities for the 22-23 school year.
Thank you. As Superintendent Halloran mentioned, we're very excited to have our scholars, faculty, and staff return on Tuesday, September 6th. We're also excited to be able to begin a school year without the numerous restrictions that the pandemic forced us to follow. We have several fun events scheduled throughout the school year. We have field trips, guest speakers. We're happy to continue the SD Cup at the middle school level, and we hope for a memorable year for our class of 2023. The energy and enthusiasm that we hope our scholars return to school with will be infectious. We'll bring that to their peers and to their classrooms. And one of the things we're really focusing on throughout this school year will be a return to our Strive for 5 initiative. And that means that we hope all students will be in attendance 5 days a week and will miss no more than 5 days throughout the entire course of the school year. Our hope with that is that when students are in school, they're much more likely to be successful and have an enjoyable time here with their peers and their educators. As far as initiatives taking place within the district, social emotional learning is something that we're focusing on and have been for the last few years, but we have a much more formalized program this year. We'll begin with some professional development for our faculty and staff on September 2nd. We've been working with a consultant, Sam Feeney, through PLC Associates. Sam is a former teacher and school counselor, and his expertise on the well-being of our students both in and out of the classroom is something that has paid dividends thus far, and we look forward to that continued partnership with Sam. We will be focusing on our students' ability to make positive decisions, to work with their peers, and to relate well with not only their classmates, but all individuals that they interact with throughout the course of our school day. As Mr. Haller mentioned, we're also very happy and lucky to have Mrs. Bernadette Callender as our Director of Curriculum and Instruction at the elementary level. Bernadette comes to us with a great deal of experience, especially in her administrative role last year as principal at Kingsborough Elementary School. With elementary instruction this year, we are also embedding 3 instructional coaches who are HFM BOCES employees. They'll be working on literacy, math, as well as data analysis, helping us to provide the most sound instruction for our scholars throughout the course of the school year. In addition to that, our focus this year, one of our focuses this year, will be on post-secondary planning. Our school counselors throughout the district, but particularly at the Gloversville Middle School and at the high school, are working to provide students with information and options regarding their career. And we'll be using the Naviance program, which helps students to get a glimpse of the various educational opportunities as well as career opportunities that exist. In addition, we're also excited about the continued partnership with Cazenovia College, FMCC, as well as Clarkson University. This partnership not only brings opportunities for our current students to pursue and develop some interest and more information about careers in education, but this is also something for individuals in our community who may be interested in pursuing a career in education. This is something that we would welcome any feedback on. If you have questions, please contact the district office, and Superintendent Harlan or myself will provide you with some additional information as far as contacts at the colleges that I previously discussed. We certainly welcome you to come out and support our athletic teams. The fall sports season began in earnest on Monday with fall sports practices. We had a very successful year last year with our varsity boys basketball team and football teams making it to the sectional championship games. And we look forward to another successful school year with our sports teams and all of our extracurriculars this year. So best wishes to everyone for a successful, safe, and memorable school year.
Our district vision is to inspire and empower our community. And several things that we're doing, that we have been doing for the last few years, I think speak to that, such as the Talking is Teaching campaign that 5th grade teacher Nancy Brown helped us launch. The Little Free Libraries that you see throughout the city and on our elementary playgrounds. We've disseminated thousands of books into our community, and we are working with Latour Hospital to get newborn parents access and materials that teaches them about the importance of the role parents play in their child's development educationally. The role of the parent as a child's primary teacher is critically important, and we notice a huge difference, and national statistics bear it out, that children who are read to, spoken to, sang to, and are exposed to various things that they can learn about with their parents in those developmental years prior to entering school have profound positive impact on their success in school. Our community partnerships, the Loft at the old YWCA on Bleecker Street will start its second year serving students in 6th through 12th grades. We have tutors in those buildings, in that facility. We've improved the partnership with the directors to ensure students who are attending the Loft have to be in school that day. So we're doing our best to develop that program that has had a lot of success for students who sometimes have trouble finding their niche. You know, one of our overarching goals is to improve the sense of belonging for our students. We want our students to feel that they have a place in their school, that we care about their development. You're going to hear increased usage of the term scholars in lieu of students. This is something that we borrowed from a school on the other side of the country. We want our students and their families to view them as scholastically capable individuals who can better their lives through academic achievement. So we're going to ask parents to help instill that in their children. Start seeing themselves, let's help them to start seeing themselves as scholars. That hopefully will be a subtle way to bring new meaning to the importance of being in school. It's not just a place to come see your friends, but it's a place to improve the outcomes of your lives. We're really fortunate to work in education because we know how important that work is. And I firmly believe that a healthy, strong partnership with the parents, with the community at large, with the city government, we have a lot of things going in our favor. And the last piece that is missing for far too many of our students is that really healthy partnership between the parents and guardians and the school. So we're going to do our part. We're going to work on improving our communication. We are happy with the progress we've made and the amount of people following our social media sites, whether it's our website, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. But we think we can continue to do a better job of reaching out to parents and telling our story and the good things that are happening in the Gloversville Large School District. We hope to make ourselves more available through coffee with the superintendent, with the assistant superintendent, maybe at different locations throughout the city, at least once every few months. Invite the public, hear directly from you. We've also talked about creating a student panel that captures a nice cross-section of our mostly secondary population to hear directly from our end users. They are our clients. We value their input, and we think that'll help inform our decisions moving forward. So, hope you're excited about the school year. I'm certainly excited to get back to some sense of normalcy. Pandemic is by and large past us, as I said. The fact we're not wearing masks, we're not socially distancing. As of now, we are planning to open our doors in a normal sense while being vigilant and continuing our efforts to keep the facility clean and sanitized. But by and large, we're really happy to have our students back in September as we start what hopes to be a great school year. So thanks, everybody, and see you soon.